Living with diabetes as you age can feel overwhelming. But what if I told you that managing it could become second nature with just a few lifestyle changes? Diabetes affects millions worldwide, and for seniors, the challenges can feel magnified. From maintaining energy levels to enjoying your favorite meals, the key lies in finding balance. So, what if you could reclaim control and live a vibrant, fulfilling life despite diabetes? Stick with me. Let's make that happen together. Managing diabetes starts with understanding the powerful role of nutrition in your overall health. The food you eat doesn't just fuel your body, it directly affects your blood sugar levels. But here's the good news. Small, consistent changes to your eating habits can lead to big improvements in how you feel every day. Let's begin with balance. The key to managing blood sugar lies in building meals that include healthy carbohydrates, lean proteins, and good fats. When you create a balanced plate, you're giving your body the tools it needs to release energy slowly and steadily, preventing the spikes and crashes that can leave you feeling tired, irritable, or unwell. Take Irene, for instance. Irene is a 67-year-old retiree who loves gardening but often felt drained by mid-morning. She realized her breakfast, a sugary muffin and coffee, wasn't giving her the steady energy she needed. With her doctor's advice, she made one small change. She swapped the muffin for a hearty bowl of oatmeal topped with a handful of walnuts and fresh berries. This one adjustment not only kept her energized, but also helped her maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. So, how can you create a balanced meal? Start by imagining your plate divided into 3 sections. Fill half of it with colorful, non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, spinach, or bell peppers. These veggies are low in calories, packed with fiber, and won't cause sudden blood sugar spikes. Next, fill 1/4 of your plate with a lean protein like grilled chicken, baked salmon, or even plant-based options like lentils or tofu. Protein helps you feel full longer and slows down the absorption of sugars. Finally, use the last 1/4 of your plate for a healthy carbohydrate like quinoa, sweet potato, or brown rice. These whole grain options provide energy while minimizing blood sugar fluctuations. Let's not forget healthy fats. Foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil can help reduce inflammation and support heart health, both of which are critical for people managing diabetes. For example, adding a few slices of avocado to your salad or drizzling olive oil over your roasted vegetables can be a delicious and beneficial addition to your meals. Now here's another often overlooked factor: hydration. Water plays a critical role in helping your body regulate blood sugar levels. When you're dehydrated, your blood sugar can become more concentrated, which can lead to spikes. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, and try to limit sugary beverages like soda, sweetened teas, and fruit juices, as they can cause sudden and dramatic increases in blood sugar. If plain water feels boring, try infusing it with slices of lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint for a refreshing twist. Planning your meals ahead of time can also make a significant difference. Take a few minutes at the start of the week to jot down a simple meal plan. This can help you make healthier choices, even on busy days. Preparing snacks like a handful of almonds, a piece of fruit, or a small container of Greek yogurt can prevent you from reaching for less healthy options when hunger strikes. Reflect on this for a moment. What's one small change you can make to your meals today? Could you add an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner, or swap out white bread for whole grain? Maybe it's as simple as choosing water over soda at lunch. The beauty of these changes is that they're not drastic or overwhelming. They're manageable, realistic, and designed to fit into your everyday life. Over time, these small steps will add up, helping you not only manage your diabetes, but also feel more energized, confident, and in control. When it comes to managing diabetes, movement is one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Even gentle, consistent activity can work wonders for your blood sugar levels, energy, and overall health. Think of movement as a way to wake up your body, strengthen it, and remind it to process sugar more effectively. Take Paul, for example. Paul is 72 years old and has been living with type 2 diabetes for over a decade. For years, he thought exercise meant long hours at the gym, which felt intimidating and out of reach. But then he started taking short, 10-minute walks after meals. It was a small commitment, but the results were profound. Not only did Paul notice steadier blood sugar readings, but he also felt lighter, more energized, and even slept better at night. Here's why movement is so effective. When you engage in physical activity, your muscles use glucose for energy. This helps lower blood sugar levels naturally, even hours after your workout. Regular movement also increases your body's sensitivity to insulin, meaning it can use the insulin it produces more efficiently. So, how can you get started? If the idea of exercise feels overwhelming, begin with something simple. A daily 10 to 15-minute walk is a great starting point. Whether it's a stroll around your neighborhood, a lap around the garden, or even walking in place while watching your favorite TV show, every step counts. For those looking to mix it up, try gentle activities like yoga, tai chi, or stretching. These exercises not only help with flexibility and balance, but also reduce stress, which is another key factor in managing diabetes. High stress levels can cause your body to release hormones that raise blood sugar, so finding ways to stay calm and centered is just as important as staying active. Let's also consider strength training. Building muscle can improve your body's ability to store and use glucose. You don't need fancy equipment to start. Simple exercises using your body weight like wall push-ups, sitting down and standing up from a chair, or lifting light weights or even water bottles can make a big difference. Paul found that just 15 minutes of resistance exercises a couple of times a week helped him feel stronger and more confident. If mobility is a concern, chair exercises can be an excellent option. There are plenty of seated routines you can follow online that are gentle on the joints, but still get your blood moving. For example, try marching in place while seated or using light resistance bands to strengthen your arms and legs. One of the best ways to make movement a habit is to tie it to something you already enjoy. Do you love listening to music? Put on your favorite songs and dance around the living room. Are you a fan of nature? Take a walk in a nearby park and enjoy the fresh air. Do you enjoy socializing? Join a local walking group or fitness class designed for seniors. Movement doesn't have to feel like a chore. It can be fun, relaxing, and even something you look forward to. Another tip is to incorporate small bursts of movement into your day. Stand up and stretch during TV commercials. Take the stairs instead of the elevator when possible, or park a little farther from the store to add a few extra steps. Reflect on this. How much movement do you include in your day? What's one small way you could add more? Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Every little bit helps, and the benefits extend beyond blood sugar control. You'll likely find that regular movement boosts your mood, improves your energy, and gives you a sense of accomplishment. When it comes to diabetes management, what you eat plays a central role. Nutrition is like the fuel that powers your body, and making thoughtful food choices can help you keep your blood sugar level steady, prevent complications, and even improve your overall well-being. The good news: eating well doesn't mean giving up everything you love. It's about balance, mindfulness, and finding what works for you. Let's take Alice's story as an example. Alice is 68 and was recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. At first, she felt overwhelmed by all the dietary advice out there. Should she avoid carbs completely? What about sugar? Instead of trying to follow a rigid diet, Alice worked with her doctor to focus on making gradual, realistic changes to her meals. She discovered that small tweaks, like adding more fiber-rich vegetables to her plate and choosing whole grains over refined ones, made a big difference in how she felt throughout the day. So, what does a diabetes-friendly approach to eating look like? It starts with understanding how different foods affect your blood sugar. Carbohydrates, for example, have the most significant impact because they're broken down into glucose. But not all carbs are created equal. Complex carbohydrates, found in foods like whole grains, beans, lentils, and vegetables, are digested more slowly, leading to steadier blood sugar levels. One simple guideline to follow is the plate method. Imagine your plate divided into 3 sections. 1/2 of your plate should be filled with non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, spinach, zucchini, or bell peppers. These are low in calories, high in fiber, and great for keeping your blood sugar steady. 2. 1/4 of your plate can include lean proteins, such as grilled chicken, fish, tofu, or eggs. Protein helps you feel full and supports muscle health. 3. The remaining quarter can be reserved for healthy carbohydrates like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, or whole grain bread. Healthy fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, are another important part of a balanced diet. They don't raise blood sugar and can help keep you feeling satisfied. Let's not forget the importance of portion control. It's not just about what you eat, but also how much. Alice started using smaller plates and bowls to help with portion sizes, which made it easier to stick to her meal plan without feeling deprived. Another key aspect of managing diabetes through nutrition is timing. Spacing out meals and snacks evenly throughout the day can prevent spikes and crashes in blood sugar. If you're someone who tends to skip meals, try to eat at regular intervals to keep your energy stable. Hydration is equally vital. Drinking enough water helps your kidneys flush out excess sugar, and staying hydrated can improve your overall energy and focus. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day, and consider swapping sugary drinks for herbal tea or infused water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries. And yes, you can still enjoy treats. Moderation is the key. Alice learned to satisfy her sweet tooth by choosing healthier alternatives, like a piece of dark chocolate or fresh fruit, instead of sugary desserts. She also found that when she focused on eating whole, nutrient-dense foods most of the time, her cravings for less healthy options naturally decreased. Mindfulness also plays a role in eating well. Slow down and savor your meals. Pay attention to your hunger and fullness cues. Eating with intention not only helps with portion control, but also makes meals more enjoyable and satisfying. Reflect on this. What does your current diet look like? Are there any small changes you could make to better support your health? For example, could you swap white rice for brown rice, or add an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner? Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to nutrition. The best plan is the one that fits your lifestyle, preferences, and goals. The key is to start small, be consistent, and focus on progress, not perfection. Next, we'll explore another critical aspect of managing diabetes, your emotional well-being. Let's continue this journey together. Living with diabetes is about more than just monitoring blood sugar levels and eating well. It's also about taking care of your emotional health. Managing a chronic condition like diabetes can be stressful, and that stress can directly impact your blood sugar levels, energy, and overall quality of life. The good news is, by nurturing your mental and emotional well-being, you can create a positive ripple effect that supports every aspect of your health. Let's take a moment to consider Janet's story. Janet, a retired teacher, has been managing type 2 diabetes for over a decade. While she was diligent about her medication and diet, she noticed that her blood sugar levels would spike whenever she felt overwhelmed or anxious. At first, Janet didn't think much of it. But as time went on, she realized that her emotions were playing a bigger role in her diabetes management than she had anticipated. So, Janet decided to make her emotional well-being a priority. She began by practicing mindfulness meditation for just 10 minutes a day. At first, it felt strange to sit quietly and focus on her breathing. But over time, she noticed a significant decrease in her stress levels. Her blood sugar readings also became more stable, and she felt more in control of her condition. What can we learn from Janet's experience? Here are some practical ways to manage stress and nurture your emotional well-being. 1. Practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Mindfulness is about bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking a few moments to observe your surroundings, mindfulness can help reduce stress and improve focus. Try setting aside 5 to 10 minutes each day to practice. Apps or guided videos can be a helpful way to get started. 2. Stay connected with loved ones. Social connections are a powerful source of emotional support. Spending time with family and friends, whether in person or through phone calls or video chats, can help you feel more grounded and supported. If you're feeling isolated, consider joining a local support group or an online community for individuals managing diabetes. 3. Engage in activities you enjoy. Make time for hobbies or activities that bring you joy, whether it's gardening, painting, playing music, or reading a good book. Janet discovered a love for knitting, which not only helped her relax, but also gave her a sense of accomplishment as she completed each project. 4. Exercise for mental health. Physical activity isn't just good for your body, it's great for your mind too. Exercise releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that can lift your mood and reduce stress. Even a gentle walk in nature can help clear your mind and leave you feeling refreshed. 5. Set realistic goals and celebrate progress. Managing diabetes is a journey, and it's important to recognize and celebrate your efforts along the way. Setting small, achievable goals, like drinking more water, walking a few extra steps, or trying a new healthy recipe can boost your confidence and keep you motivated. 6. Seek professional support when needed. It's okay to ask for help. If you're feeling overwhelmed or struggling with your emotions, consider reaching out to a counselor or therapist who specializes in diabetes care. They can provide tools and strategies to help you cope with the emotional challenges of managing a chronic condition. Janet also found it helpful to keep a journal. Writing down her thoughts, feelings, and experiences helped her process her emotions and gain clarity on what she needed to feel her best. Reflect on this. How do you currently handle stress or difficult emotions? Are there activities or practices you could try to bring more calm and joy into your life? Remember, your emotional health is just as important as your physical health. By taking steps to nurture your well-being, you're not only supporting your diabetes management, but also creating a more balanced, fulfilling life. As we approach the conclusion of this journey, let's recap what we've learned and reflect on the small but meaningful steps you can take toward better health and happiness. Stay with me, you're doing amazing. You've made it to the final part of our journey today. Thank you for staying with me. By now, we've covered some of the most important aspects of managing diabetes in a way that feels empowering and achievable. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've learned and how you can start applying these insights to your life. First, we explored the importance of understanding diabetes, not just as a condition, but as something you can actively manage. We talked about how Irene learned to embrace her diabetes diagnosis as an opportunity to live more intentionally, making mindful choices that support her health. Knowledge truly is power, and taking the time to understand what your body needs is the first step toward thriving with diabetes. Next, we discussed the critical role of physical activity. Paul's journey showed us that you don't have to commit to intense workouts to see significant benefits. Simple, consistent movement, like walking, stretching, or gentle yoga, can make a big difference in your blood sugar levels, energy, and overall well-being. What's one small way you can incorporate more movement into your day? We then explored the foundation of a healthy diet, inspired by Alice's transformation. She demonstrated how making small, sustainable changes, like swapping processed foods for whole, nutrient-dense options, can help you feel more energized and in control of your diabetes. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. What's one change you're excited to try in your own meals? And lastly, we dove into the often overlooked but deeply important topic of emotional well-being. Janet's story reminded us that managing diabetes isn't just about the numbers. It's about nurturing your mind and heart. Through mindfulness, social connection, and joyful activities, you can create a sense of balance that supports every aspect of your health. Now, let's focus on you. What's one takeaway from today's video that resonates most with you? Is it a piece of advice, a story, or perhaps a new perspective on managing diabetes? Take a moment to reflect and choose one small, actionable step you can take today. Here's a gentle reminder. Managing diabetes is a journey, and it's one that you don't have to navigate alone. Every choice you make, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Celebrate those victories, lean on your support system, and know that you are capable of creating a life that's full, vibrant, and balanced. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What strategies have worked for you in managing diabetes? What challenges are you currently facing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd be honored to learn from your experiences and support you on this journey. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more tips, inspiration, and stories about living your best life. And if you know someone who could benefit from this information, consider sharing this video with them. Together, we can create a community of support and empowerment. Thank you for being here today and for taking the time to invest in your well-being. Remember, you have the power to take charge of your health and to live a life that feels good inside and out. I'm so proud of you for showing up for yourself, and I'm here cheering you on every step of the way. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay kind to your body and mind, and keep moving forward. You've got this.